Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios as the Penn State Nittany Lions take on the Memphis Tigers in your 2020 Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic game highlight commentary. Look at number 5 at the bottom of the screen. Look at number 5. Game just started. He got his ankles taken already. Somebody get his cleats. Get him off the field. The Tigers would cap off a 4-minute drive on a 48-yard field goal and take a 3-0 lead over Penn State. Random question. Why is there so many college football teams named after tigers? Why don't we call them hippopotamuses? How about armadillos? What is with the infatuation of the tiger? Do they have a monopoly on college football organizations? This is ridiculous. But nonetheless, Penn State matriculating the ball down the field as KJ Hamler would take it into Tiger territory. And then Journey Brown would do the rest and neuter the Tigers defense. Get off of me, pussy! He'd baptize a man and go into the end zone as Penn State would take the lead. Ensuing Memphis drive, Brady White takes the snap, rolling towards his left, says, fuck it, somebody down there, rifles the ball into Nittany Lion territory. It's gonna be caught and carried inside the 20. And now the Memphis Cool Grays in the period colored zone. Patrick Taylor would go into the end zone and give Memphis the lead once again. Wait a minute, is this man storing a cream cookie underneath his left shoulder pad? What is that? I have never seen brown on turf tape or coverall. You can't tell me that's not a tasty delicacy. Next Memphis possession, somebody about to get juked again. Look at number 17. Look at number 17. You've got to be kidding me. That's one of the slowest juke moves I've seen. This man still got his ankles taken. That set up another Memphis field goal. They're up by 6. Meanwhile, for Penn State, Sean Clifford looking like hard candy in a retirement home. He'd bounce all over the pocket. He'd find his man. They'd move the chains. Then a few plays later, Clifford would go to the deli. He'd connect with KJ Hamler once again. He'd hit a hurdle. All in an effort to avoid the defender to go into the end zone for the score, but it was all a genjutsu. His toes was touching more white than a black man interested in swirling. But that wouldn't stop Penn State from scoring as they'd go into the end zone a play later and take the lead. But here comes Memphis, baby. 3rd and 19.
Now get your bitch ass on the floor.
Next possession, look at Pat Fryermuth, number 87. Homie wide open. But Sean Clifford, the Red Dog, says, I want to use my legs. I got you on the next play, though, bro. As he would, he'd connect with Fryermuth, and look at the grown man disrespect. Get your bitch ass off me. He stepped out of bounds, but can we see that again?
You want another one? Come at me, bro!
And on the very next play, Devlin Ford Movers goes into the end zone, extends Penn State's lead. On the next Penn State possession, Journey Brown gets the handoff, and somebody's controller must have been lagging or nobody plugged it in because there was no Memphis defenders around at all. He'd go into the end zone and extend Penn State's lead once again. Now down by double digits, Memphis offense finally woke up as Brady White drops a dime to his man inside the 5, and they'd find the end zone a few plays later and cut their deficit to 8 and make it a 1-possession game. But on the ensuing drive, nobody must have educated Memphis about the fall of the Soviet Union because the Nittany Lions are rushing all over them as they carried into Tiger territory again. Now in the period colored zone, Sean Clifford, the Red Dog, would connect with Jahan Dotson, who'd go into the end zone for the 4th consecutive Penn State touchdown. Woohoo! Let's go Penn State! Fuck Sandusky! Down by 15 now. Memphis desperately need points just before halftime. Look at Brady White takes this man's ankles. God damn, I hope they had about like 16 podiatrists on the sideline for both teams. And Memphis would add 3 points from 44 yards out just before halftime. We'd enter the second half, Memphis opening possession. They'd connect on a bubble screen, but look at number 6 tussling on Penn State at the top of the screen. Homie said I ain't falling by myself as the Tigers would advance the ball to the 26. And it's time for a little bit of trickery as we'd have a Memphis special. Kadarian Jones would connect with Brady White. He'd catch it and carry it inside the 5 to the 1-yard line. Initially, I would have said that he was participating in the Frankenstanza challenge and stopped short, but he'd score on the very next play. Like a necrophiliac bisexual rapist who indulges in bestiality, there's no way you're going to stop him from scoring. Oh boy, that got dark really quick. Sean Clifford, the Red Dog's got a man. But he plays for the other team. Memphis has cut their deficit down to 2 points on a 51-yard field goal. But on the ensuing drive, it turns out that Noah Kane is able as he'd begin to rub his nutsack all over the Tigers defense and carry it deep into Memphis territory and set up a 45-yard field goal to give Penn State some breathing room. It'd connect. Now they have a 5-point lead. Memphis would respond, anything you can do, we can do better, as this game would turn into a track race because evidently they're battling with their legs. They'd connect on a 41-yard field goal and cut it back to 2 points. Journey Brown is definitely living up to his name because this man has went on quite the adventure against this Tigers defense. He's doing whatever the hell he wants, rubbing his nutsack all over him. But on 4th and 1, they'd revoke his passport and have him participate in the Frank Costanza challenge, because when he needed to pick up the first, he'd...
I stopped short.
Hut. Here we go again.
Oh, shit! Yoink.
Garrett Taylor takes it out of midair, and I guess this counts as an interception, so can I get a McPick 6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Memphis ain't shit. Touchdown, Penn State. God damn, look at the hole he ran through. That joint was tighter than the racial tension in America. Brady White would take the snap from midfield. He'd find Antonio Gibson behind the defense. They're now in Penn State territory.
No, don't do it.
Come here.
Riley Patterson would connect on his 6th field goal of the day, cut the deficit to 6. Speaking of Rileys, turns out porn star Riley Reid will send a nude to everybody who donates to the Australian wildfire relief.
What?
Getting a nude from Riley Reid is like getting a bottle of oxygen. It's literally everywhere. I'm starting to think Pat Fryermuth literally lives just to run Memphis defenders over. They should have put him in Lion King. At least Mufasa would have had some help against those stampeding wildebeest. And then Penn State would take the dead Namekian to the morgue as they'd put the nail in the coffin, and they'd go up 53-39 as they'd win the battle of slavery in your 2020 Cotton Bowl Classic.
Come here.
But for the Memphis Tigers, they'd be taking out their Metro cards and getting aboard the L train. Why aren't you following me? Why haven't you subscribed already? You don't hear this shit? I'm hilarious.
What the hell's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all?
Oh, what's on?
I'll pound you so hard there'll be nothing left of you. That's it, huh? You can't beat me!
Here. I'll be sure to visit your grave. Over here.